Hi, there's Orc Tim, and today we're doing our first battle report with a little twist. If you do watch my many videos, if you've noticed some of them can be quite long, I'm going to try to break them up into smaller videos. I'm hoping, but I'll try my best. I got that idea of playing one of my games, five products from home, because you do you weekly travels for a week. What you guys do, then you do your battle, then you got the end phase of the battle, and then so on and so forth. And I do break that one down, and some of the videos only give me 20, half an hour, and quite short. Definitely the battle reports, and I'm gonna try to do it for all the videos. So I'm gonna try to put like the beginning and end phase all in one for everybody, so it just makes it just a bit easier for everybody. And hopefully their videos not going to be like an hour long, so on and so forth. There could be maybe half an hour, 40 minutes. I'm hoping, but saying that. So to disappoint anybody, we are not playing this fantastic game. I have a lot of group of people following me for just for this. Sadly, I will disappoint you. We're not playing this. We are going back to my roots, that what got me into solo play in the first place, and that's good old Rangers of Shallow Deep. If you remember, we were our last mission. We were looking for the Tree of Life. We just killed a giant plant in a ruined tower, and we are obviously coming back. We have got some information and so on and so forth. There's a little brief for the mission 2. It's called the Foraging. The whole mission group mission is called the Foraging a Path, and this is it. The Rangers returned to the outpost to go over everything they were recovered. Some of them had found nothing. Others found a few tattered pieces of evidence and a book here, a map there. Luckily, one ranger has found what they needed, proof the tree exists. A small sample of a nectar in a bottle, and we have found that ourselves, so we proved it was real. Word is sent to the king of the find, and he returned is in kind, troops, supplies, rations, and everything else needed for a long explorer. The Rangers prepare as they must further travel deep into the forgotten woods, and that's just a little bleep at the beginning of the whole thing, and that is it. So that's the little thing. So that's the beginning of the thing. What we'll do for most of them, I'll go for this one. I'll because it's the beginning of the a big scenario mission. This one has 3, so I will be doing part scenario 1, mission 2 first, and then I think 2 more. I think this one has 3. The last one has only 2. Like normally, the companions I'd choose, and my ranger as well. I can't replace them or swap them out. If one dies on the way, I can't replace it, because some missions in the book says you can replace them with new ones, but I don't. I'm not doing that because they're dead. They're dead. They can't travel halfway through till people will know they're dead or not. But that's what that's what I've done. I think that's better, and it's more makes more sense to my opinion, in generally. God, what the hell is my hair doing? And that's it. So, the first mission is called Cutting Through the Bark. Sorry, not the bark, the bushes. So, Cutting Through the bush, scenario 1. It has a little thing, a little talk again, what I just did. I will do that at the beginning of the first mission. I think that'd be nicer. In this mission, the whole point of the mission is to get from one board edge to the other board edge. We have got the fence deck is in this one again, like normally. We don't have no clue tokens at all on the map on the board, so no, unique or any treasure or anything that we can find away, sadly, but we can't win. This scenario has got a couple of special rules. Firstly, we are headed into the forest again, but this is quite a dense, thick forest, so we need to get through or cut our way through. So in this now, it has three, let's say, barricades of forage you need to cut way through. So when you get to one, you need to stop it. The next stop there, and the next thing you can cut right through. You need to roll a strength test of difficult 3, difficult strength 10. Sorry, what did I say 3 for? Strength difficult 10. When you do, you make a small gap, and then you can go through. And there are 3, so you got 1. So the first one, middle one. I have tried to do that myself. I will show you what I've done. Explain everything briefly. So I'm starting on this side. This is the first. So this is the first line of the barricade, or first barricade. So I need to cut right through. This is the second. I made the third one a bit bigger, and then this is the third one. And then you can some things that align. They're just there to make the difference. So the board edge is basically just there. So that's the whole point. So I need to move through. So I need to stop. So it can be difficult, but lucky enough, I have found some things that has benefit me on the way. So when you get to it, you need to stop and then make the strength test. So it can be quite annoying. Because you're in a dense forest, all range abilities have -2. It doesn't matter you are 24 inches away to 1 inch away, it's still a -2. It says that, so it's so dense. In the scenario of the bad guys, we got giant flies, giant spiders, and wolves and gnolls. Everything except the gnolls can move through all the different terrain with these, no penalty, so they can go over the barricades like with no difficulty. The gnolls have to stop, then climb over it. They won't destroy it to make paths, they just climb over it and so on and so forth. Because if they do, that'd be too easy. But and that's really it. The missions. Firstly, we just need to get from one side to the other out dying or losing companions or my ranger. And we have only 8 turns. I'm not sure what I said this to do it. One good thing, if you did watch the last scenario or battle report, we found a map, and that map came in handy. This map has benefited this mission, so we are able to move one part of a barricade, and I chose it here. So in the I will me pointing and you can't see. I chose the last barricade, the third barricade in the middle, a 3-inch gap, so we can get through with ease. So I chose the third one because if I want to sprint there to get people off the map, because that's the time they can be better, I think be the last. If any of my companions or my rangers do not get off, they don't like die or anything, they turn up later for the second scenario late. So I think they need to wait for turn 3 to help you. So if like 2 get off and the other 3 don't, you will turn up 2 companions, and so and that's it. So yeah, it really depends on how well you do. So it can be quite difficult to and not trying to get everybody off. And that is really it. I think so. Yes. So I have already chosen the companions I will take. I also will go through the gear and what abilities they got, because it's been a while with some of them and you might not know. So like normal, I have my ranger. I would say there's one little thing what I've done for all my rangers group. I have went back on them and change the bases, because like I said in one of my last videos, my bow action one, I have got really better at doing the bases, and when I pull them out from the drawer, they've been in sitting for a good 6 months or say, oh my god, how bad the bases were, I couldn't lift and like that. So I think Andrew's one of the better ones, my rogue. So again, exactly the same what I did for my bow action one. I used the free rubble I got, cut up the grass, so mix them up with some little patches, and that's it. So basically, the best way to look at my big companion one, look at Andrew, and then look back at him, and you realise how a lot better it is. I'm very happy with it. So back to my my list. So my ranger, he is fight fail. Hold on. There we go. He's move 6, fight fail +4, shoot +1, armor 12, will +4, health 20, and he's got 125 recruitment points. That's how many points I can spend on my companions. He has frenzy for his hero ability and are frenzy attack, deadly strike, roll with the punches, and 2 hand of fate. And he's got 2 spells, armorer and strength. Weapon, the gear he's got is a 2-handed weapon, heavy armor, and that's why he's armor 12. I did improve his move by 1 at the beginning if you watched my videos, so he's not move 5, so move 6. 2 thrown axes. He has got a book from the scenario with the greenhouse that makes him immune to poison, and he has a potion that I can use one of my spells ability. Again, I just drink it and can just give it to someone else, spell to someone else, and that's it. I won't go through his skills because they're pointless. So I have 125 recruitment points. My first person I went with, he's really been with me most of the time. I think he's nearly been gone through all the missions with me. I think him and Chloe, who's not coming this time, is my main two. Excuse me, my main two, and that is Michael, my swordsman. He's basically got a magical sword, has 3 more abilities on it, and light armor, and nothing else. The reason why I chose him for a couple of reasons. He's got a better fight power than me. He's fight power 5 because he's leveled up last game because he came along. I think he did. So fight power +5 is ridiculous. He has a person with him to help him. That's +7. When he gets 2, when he outnumbers someone 3 to 1, he's gonna get +9. If I roll a 1, that's a 10. So you can see if I roll 11. +9, that's 20. So he is my main chance not to screw this up. So that's why I chose Michael, and he's 25 recruitment points. So I have 100 left. I went for a couple cheap ones. They're only 15 each. I'll grab both of them. My first one, he was so useful in the last group of missions because I had 15 points left over, if I remember correctly, and I just bought John along, who is my, firstly you can see historical, and my geology is my historical, oh my word, I think you know what I mean, historicus. They got a proper name but I forgot, but he was so good with his navigation, his read rooms, and his arcane law. So he's not the best fighter. He's only got fight +2 on 11 health because he's leveled up once, and he's got no armor, so he's only armor 10. So he's one of the weakest for 15. But how useful his abilities were last time, I want him to come along. John has a hand weapon, a book of star charts, that's +1 to his navigation, and he has also the book, what I found the last scenario, I think the book of lore that gives him +2 to read rooms and arcane law, so he's now basically +7 for both of them. So that's the reason why. It's just his abilities to be handy, and he was handy. And like I said, I think I might bring him along for all the whole this missions because it's been useful, and that's the truth. So that's why John's there. If you have watched my battle report for the new recruitments, I brought one of them along. I brought Father Edwards with me, who is Fisty. He's the healer. He's not, again, he's the weakest fighter I have got in this group companions that are coming with me. He's only fight +1, 10 armor, 10 health. He's not a frontline fighter. I'm using the 15.1 because he's the healer. You can have a 21 that has 3 healing spells. The 15 points recruitment points is 2, so I'm taking the 215. So both of them together is 30 recruitment points. So I got now 70 left. So for my fourth, I wanted someone at least a range fighter. I've been taking Chloe. Chloe is now, I think she's got the best shooting skills. She's shooting +3 now. But I want to choose someone new, someone different. I went with Ariel, who is one of my other new ones. She's my tracker. She's the only non-human. She's an elf in my companion list. It makes no difference because there's no races or anything, but that's what she is, my elf. She has a staff, a bow, light armor, and she's got +5 to her tracking, and I chose +3 into her survival because I thought it's useful. She's got nothing special. She's got really good moves. She's the fastest 7, and shoot and fight +2 each, and she's got 12 health. So she's still pretty good, and she's 30 points by herself. So altogether that's 16. That 60, and so I got 40 points left over. So I could went with one big guy or maybe 2 little ones or so on and so forth. So I chose 2 little ones more, and I thought these are pretty good. They're cheap, they're good, they're basic, and that is Griff, my I think guardsman. Don't quote me because I might have completely forgot. Firstly, he's very basic, +3 to his fight, armor 11 because he's got light armor and a 2-hand weapon. He's got no special other gear on him because he's one of my new guys as well. So I brought him on because he's 20 recruitment points, and that leaves me 20 again. And I bought my shield maiden, Haley. If you remember, she's got shield, light armor. I think she's got some fairy dust as well that makes her weapon magical. She has a special axe that's silver. It doesn't mean nothing because it's not magical, but some creatures, if you come across like werewolves, that will take more damage to it because it's silver. And she has a secret throw knife in the, I'm gonna say butt, but it's not, the handle. So she has one free thrown weapon per game if it wants. She's not gonna be good at it because she's fight 0. But shoot 0, but it's a free thrown axe, like a thrown knife that comes with it. So and that doesn't take a slot, equipment slot up. So I'm not complaining. So it's quite good. And what's it? She has I think fairy dust that does make her, if I remember correctly, to make her weapon magical. And generally that is my lot first. And that's it. So hopefully the board be right, because when I was reading the scenario, because it says, oh, we need to move, you got 3 layer, like it specifies thorns or brushes that is each level, so you can see each levels, and hopefully, like I said, I stuck the long my fake grass down so you can see the levels quite pretty well, and I thought that'd be nice. You can see the difference, you can tell, and I'm filming this way because I moving across, because it says fill the whole area with terrain and everything, but I do, like, if I did, I think it'd be hard to use to see, but I think this way you can see a bit better, and it means the same thing, and everything is in cover, so it's -2, so it's in cover, you're -2, you're shooting, nothing else, not in, combat doesn't affect anything. And that is, I think that is everything. So I hope you like it. I said the next one would be not as long because I don't need to ramble for what I'm doing. So that's about couple of minutes. But otherwise, that's it. And also, I won't go for my old companion list. I'll just say who I'm taking. That's it. And that is it. So I hope you like it. And so I'll put this up very soon. And I will see you in the proper batch report. So many thanks. Bye for now.